What do I think about fitness? It's healthy. It's a great way to live your life. It's a bit hard to stop, but once you get going, it's all good.
Do you think it's a remedy to obesity?
No, it isn't. It has to work with diet. What you eat is very important. No matter how much you exercise, if you don't eat healthy food, you'll just be fit but still weigh the same. Yeah, so it's got a lot to do with your lifestyle. It really has to be embedded in what you do every day. You can't just restrict it to the weekend. It doesn't work.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Definitely. Staying fit definitely helps you get in shape and feel good and just have more energy to go to work, to be with your kids, to have a happy life.
Fitness, it's a lifestyle. We all need to be fit, to stay healthy, to stay intelligent, and to run the country and home.
It's a remedy to obesity.
Yes, it is a remedy. Yeah, you know, illnesses like small illnesses like flu and other body pains, they can be what can I say? They can be done if you are exercising every day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It really works for obesity. I used to weigh like 85, yeah, now I'm weighing 63. Yeah, I intend to go like 50 or 25. I'm still on a long way to go.
What would you advise your friends out? What would you advise your friends
I
out?
really encourage anyone to wake up every morning. Just do 30 minutes, 15 minutes, it helps.
Most people say fitness is only for men. What do you think?
No. That's not true. It's for everybody. I would even encourage people to bring children because I've noticed a lot of children are obese right now. Yeah, so it's really good to bring our children like that.
Lucy,
You're welcome.
Put your hands up if you're going hard. I need some lights, it's way too dark. Ooh, yeah, I'm going in. Okay, I'm with my friends. Let the party begin. Turn all the lights on. I'm drinking some.
thank you for staying with us. Now joined by the Civil Society Scaling Up Nutrition, and he's the country coordinator, Mr. William Chilufya. William, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'll first start by asking, is obesity a concern with the Alliance?
Okay, yes, malnutrition in general is a concern to civil society scaling up nutrition. It's unfortunate that today Zambia is facing a double burden of malnutrition, in the sense that we have the undernutrition, where stunting can be classified, as well as we have the overnutrition, where obesity is falling. So instead of us trying to address the inadequate food, inadequate health care, we're now also there's a huge demand now to begin addressing obesity and overweight in general. So it's really a very serious concern to us, in the sense that it will soon draw a lot of resources out of this country, and it's something that needs to be addressed, in the sense that a number of people today are dying as a result of obesity. You hear cases of high blood pressure, and when you're obese, you have higher chances of getting these non-communicable diseases like heart disease, high blood pressure, hypertension, and the common diabetes that we hear about. So it's a concern to us as civil society, and we are doing activities around that.
What is the role of the Alliance in advocating good nutrition for all?
One of the things that we have done as the Alliance, and of which we are very grateful to you, colleagues in the media, is that we've embarked on working with the media to ensure that we sensitize the people in terms of the importance of nutrition. We realize that the major causes of malnutrition in this country, when you look at undernutrition, it's inadequate food, and you also talk about poor care practices, and you talk about the health challenges in terms of diseases that we have in the country. So as civil society, we need to communicate this, we need to create awareness on this, and we've worked so well with the media. So that's one of the biggest programs that we have. And when you talk about obesity, we know the causes is that today everybody is very, very busy with their lives. We have no time to sit and maybe prepare a health meal. But as a civil society and working with the media, we're trying to draw people's attention to the need to eat healthy and ensure that you have a lot of time also to exercise. Because if you eat, and especially eating too much, and you do not do exercises, you end up getting obese. And as I said, when you're obese, then you draw closer to getting the non-communicable diseases.
Now, coming back to the question which we have right now is, can fitness be a remedy to obesity?
I think to some extent, when you are fit, yes, you can try to avoid getting obese, but you can be exercising. But if you do not change your eating habits, and sometimes you can be fit but obese, and you've heard about cases of people that they claim to be fit but then they're still obese. So the issue is that you have to manage your eating habits. Sometimes you might struggle to even reduce your weight if you do not change your eating habits. So it's very, very important that we eat to live and not live to eat. So it's very, very important that we focus on what is it that we are getting. Be concerned with what kind of fuel are you putting in your body, and ensure that you exercise. So if you exercise too much but you're still eating like this crazy animal, then you do not expect to run away that much from obesity.
Mr. Chilufya, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. We were just talking to Mr. William Chilufya, and he's the country coordinator working for Civil Society Scaling Up Nutrition. Stay tuned. Dr. Said, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We'll start by asking, what is obesity?
Okay. In simple words, obesity is the overaccumulation of fatty tissue in the body. That's a simple way of putting it. But basically, it's a tipping of the equation of energy expenditure and energy consumption. So we are supposed to expend just as much energy as we put in. When this equation gets tipped over, we end up getting obese, accumulation of fat, basically.
What are the symptoms of obesity?
Obesity can be defined by either your weight circumference or by calculating actually your body mass index. It's a calculation done based on your weight and your height. So the way you'd calculate that is you get your weight in kilograms and you divide it by your height in meters squared. So your height in meters times itself and your weight divided by that number will give you a number. And if that number is between 25 and 20 and 25, that means you're at a healthy body mass index and you're not overweight. If it's between 25 and 30, the body mass index, that means you're overweight. And if it's over, if it's over 30, that would mean that you're obese. So that's a simple way you could do that calculation at home. Your weight over your height squared. Obesity is a scourge of our modern day medicine. Obesity is a cause of many problems. There's a direct link between obesity and health, such that if people are found to have a body mass index of over 40, it actually cuts their lifespan by about 8 to 10 years. Studies have shown that. Obesity has a very strong link with cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol problems, and some forms of cancer as well. Breast cancer, colorectal cancer, the incidence is higher amongst people who are obese as well. So this is a very big problem, a health policy problem all over the world, because over the past 30 to 40 years we've seen a shift in the population becoming more overweight and obese.
Coming back to the question which we're looking at, is fitness a remedy to obesity, or can fitness be a remedy to obesity?
Excellent, yes. So basically the treatment that we offer initially is what we call lifestyle intervention therapy. Now that comes as a combination of diet and exercise. Dietary measures is advice given to people to allow them to eat healthier. Okay, so less consumption of fatty foods, less consumption of refined carbohydrates, French fries, chips, fried chicken, processed meats, soft drinks, sugary soft drinks. Those all need to be removed or minimized, and we should encourage more of fruits, vegetables, nuts, yogurt, things like that, healthy foods.
What's your last words to the viewers?
I think it's time for people to realize that obesity is real. We've seen it even in our population here in Zambia. We've seen that obesity is on the rise, and that reflects global figures. We need to start eating healthy. We need to start staying active. One thing I didn't mention is in terms of exercise and fitness, it's very important that people get active. And actually authorities recommend minimum of 150 minutes of moderate activity on a weekly basis. So that's about 30 minutes a day, 5 days of the week, where you need to do something like brisk walking or jogging or cycling or things like that. Extremely important, coupled with exercise. So we need to get out there, we need to get active, and hopefully with those two combined, we can cut this scourge of obesity.
Dr. Said, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.